Let's get set for our second match in Turf War. We've got Australia/New Zealand. The Blue Ring Doctorlings taking on Deadbeat of USA. Blue Ring Doctorlings going to be in the purple ink. Meanwhile, Deadbeat in that turquoise ink. Let's get things started. Deadbeat going to go with a roller, slosher, splatter shot, and the heavy splatling. Meanwhile, Blue Ring Doctorlings, a couple of splatter shots, an octo brush, and a charger. Initial action, this one actually looks like Deadbeat making a push for the top of that overpass.
I gotta say, really surprised Power not picking up a charger. He was so dominant with that inside at the US Inkling Open. We're already seeing some splats happening. Deadbeat taking one player down really quickly. But yes, it is a fight for that bridge. It is the place to be if you're on the reef.
Maddie Kuma putting in some work in the Blue Ring Doctorlings with a 4-3 advantage as they take advantage of that overpass. A lot of purple ink on the field at this point, but plenty of time.
Double splats.
Still, for the Blue Ring Doctorlings, we see SpongeBob climbing up, and Ashley, this is another thing we see from the players, their ability to maneuver and get to these high perches that are very difficult to get to, but they can have a vantage point.
Absolutely. In Turf War, inking a vertical surface isn't going to give you extra percentage, but it really helps your team get to places they need to be able to see your opponents and take them out.
Power with the heavy splatling, trying to keep some distance and zone out. The Blue Ring Doctorlings 4-1 advantage for Deadbeat, though. Here's their opportunity. Don't forget, you can look at the top of your screen and any one of those squids that's flashing. That means they've got a special charge up ready to go. 4-4 things are even once again on the field. A lot of purple, though, as the Blue Ring Doctorlings getting a bit of a push on Deadbeat. Deadbeat on their heels a little bit here, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm really surprised to see this, but you know what? Sometimes, if you can make those pushes, if you can get those splats and take out some key people, you're going to be able to have a great advantage in putting down a lot of ink while someone else is waiting to respawn.
4-3 advantage, Blue Ring Doctorlings with about 1:12 left. It's starting to look pretty even. Slight advantage for Blue Ring Doctorlings. And Latius with an unbelievable splat on Wit. So impressive. Just the dexterity and aim of Latius right there, Ashley.
Very, very good play. I mean, these Charger players, one of the things I love about Chargers in Splatoon 2 is you're actually able to drop down into the ink, save that charge up, pop out really quickly, and make that shot. I mean, we've seen some people jump out of the ink, go airborne, and make those perfect splats.
You can't sleep on Deadbeat, though, as Hexen getting a major splat at the top of that overpass, and they're starting to get a bit of a push with a 4-2 advantage briefly over Blue Ring Doctorlings, but Blue Ring Doctorlings respond right here with another splat. Here comes a splashdown on Wit. A dunk in your face right there by SpongeBob. 30 seconds left. 2-2 on the field. Anybody's match at this point. We're starting to see a little bit more turquoise take over for Deadbeat, though. SpongeBob trying to distance himself real quickly, Ashley. What does SpongeBob need to do to help out Blue Ring Doctorlings at this moment?
Definitely get out there, take a friend, take a teammate, be together, and you've got to win those one-on-ones. So here they are right here fighting against Tim.
Deadbeat trying to close things out right here. We have another splat. It's 4-1. Blue Ring Doctorlings, they have time for one more final push. Did they get enough? Oh.
That's close.
That is
close.
This is in Judd's pause right here. Let's see what happens. Our final score. I can't tell you from my vantage point.
No.
Let's see here. Quiet. Dynam in the pink, Deadbeat in the blue. Both teams getting an initial start. Deadbeat going with a couple of splatter shots, a heavy splatling and a slosher. Meanwhile, Dynam, our first look at the splat dualies, the slosher, a charger, and a roller as Kakashino getting the party started in the middle of the map. However, Tim with a splat from behind, Ashley.
Yeah, Tim got the splat, but then, of course, Dynam comes in with that roller. Hexen and Dynam having a 1v1 right here in the middle of the map. This is really exciting. I always love seeing great players go one-on-one. But now, Dynam has Kakashino, and it looks like Hexen is going down.
You see Dynamon's point of view, but also the rest of Dynam doing a fine job of just inking their half of the map right now, being very diligent. We see a Stingray being deployed. 2 specials on the field for Dynam as they have the 4-2 advantage over Deadbeat at this point. Kakashino with that slosher, trying to get things pink all over the place, and then here come the Tenta missiles.
Here come the Tenta missiles. I mean, you're going to see Kakashino put down immense amounts of ink with that slosher. He's going to have those Tenta missiles a lot in every single game.
Kakashino getting the splat on Wit just there. Meanwhile, Power on the outside BMX track of pump back, pump track. However, a splat for splat right there as we have a 3-2 advantage for Dynam on the map. 140 left in this one. It's still pretty even. However, Dynam controlling most of the middle hump here, Ash.
Yeah, Dynam kind of doing a really good job here, but Hexen, you can see, kind of taking that lower map for US for Deadbeat, and now Kakashino bringing on that slosher, and it's a splat for splat, just the same.
Wit unleashing some Tenta missiles right there, gonna try to advance with that slosher, just being slow and careful and making sure, just covering the area with ink. And you always wanna make sure that you've got a place to move and a place to get out to before you advance further.
That's a really good point. I mean, one of the best things you can do for your teammates is, and yourself, give yourself an exit lane. Because a lot of these players, I mean, if you're getting splatted, you're out of the game for a second. And what you've got to do is, you've got to get away, take a minute, and get a teammate back to you. And so if you're by yourself, a good idea is to find those exit lanes.
4-2 advantage, Dynam, they've got 3 specials. They just unleashed the Tenta missiles right there. And Ashley, this is a chance for Dynam to make a decisive push in this match.
It looks like they are making a decisive push. There's some really good one-on-ones happening right now. I mean, it is looking really close, though, and anything can happen in these last 45 seconds.
45 seconds, 2-2 on the field, 1 special for each team. Dynam gonna have another squid join the party at this point. It's 3-2 Dynam at this point, 37 seconds left. You see the map, Dynam holding down the middle part. Deadbeat gonna have to make a push here, Ashley, and stay alive. That's the critical part.
Absolutely. Getting splatted at this point would be a huge deficit for them. They definitely don't. And Wakaroon takes out Tim. Oh no, they're down 1 player, but they can still make this happen. They've got 15 seconds left.
4-2 on the field right now for Deadbeat. You've got 13 seconds to make a push, trying to put some pressure on Dynam. It's 4-2. They've got 3 specials waiting in the clip. 5 seconds left. Expect to see those specials have a bonanza the final 3 seconds. Deadbeat, did they get the push?
Oh,
At the end,
close.
let's leave it up to Judd once again. Unbelievable finish, however. Oh my gosh.
What's Judge got to say?
It's gonna be Dynam, the 50. You see the blue ring documents going with that Octo Brush splatter shot, charger, and heavy splat link.
You notice Otto Baru from Dynam hanging back, painting all of the turnbacks, all the switchbacks. There you go, Vicky Bird with a huge Octo Brush splat. That gets splatted by Dynamo.
Vicky Bird getting splatted right there. And Dynamo, we should mention this edition of Splatoon, when you're flicking the ink with that roller, it now goes in a different direction, Ashley.
Yeah, this is, that vertical splash is a little terrifying. And also really easy to reach someone with a charger.
Kakashino getting the slosher splat on SpongeBob right there. Kakashino, though, getting splatted, however, by the splatter scope. Latias, very nice aim right there. Latias trying to take aim on some more Dynam players. Meanwhile, nobody else has really claimed that middle area. Both teams have done a fine job of diligently inking the ramps on their half of their map, though. You gotta account for all those small areas, Ashley.
Yeah, Blue Ring Doctorlings really looks like they're taking advantage of Dynam hanging back a little bit, maybe getting ready for a collective charge. Latias just going nuts with that splatter scope, absolutely taking advantage of that charge being able to be used as you pop out of the game.
What's impressive is Dynam really has the majority half of their map covered in nothing but green ink. Meanwhile, they get a couple of splats, 3-2 advantage on the field. Minute left in this one. A special ready to go. There goes the Stingray. Dual Stingrays. Dueling it out across Moray Towers right there. Meanwhile, Kakashino starting to advance into the Blue Ring Octolings territory. Gonna get the splat. Moving up now to Latias, trying to get, and gets the splat on Latias. And this is trouble for the Blue Ring Octolings because Kakashino gonna unleash those Tenta missiles.
That's right, Tenta missiles incoming, and also we're down to the last minute, so now is the time to not get splatted.
Impressive splat here by SpongeBob with the splatter shot. Meanwhile, Rakaruno trying to move with that charger, trying to find a couple of Blue Ring Octolings to get a splat on. Got Vicky Bird in his sights, however, can't connect. 50 seconds left, 4-4 on the field. I feel like this is gonna be another one that comes down to the end here, Adam.
This is gonna be a really close one. Vicky Bird doing a really nice job of escaping the middle of that map. Had a little bit of a moment where maybe it was like, whoa, I gotta get out of here. I gotta leave. Sorry, guys, bye.
Vicky Bird in the ink jet, getting some ink covered in the middle of the map. Gonna respond back to her spot, avoids, not too late.
Splatted.
As Dynam starting to make a push into Blue Ringed Octoling territory. Just 23 seconds left, 4-2 advantage on the map for Dynam. They've got a special ready to go, and here comes that push. 15 seconds left. Can the Blue Ring Octolings get to the middle of the map and make something happen? Oh, it's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close.
Dynam, Atubaro holding things down from up top. And this is going to be a late little push from the Blue Ring Octolings. However, critical splat by Vicky Bird.
That was a huge splat.
With the splat and 2 seconds left, you had enough time to get just a little bit more ink down.
That could be 1% that wins it.
However, it could be Dynam, 48% to 41. You saw Dynam getting a little bit of that ink.